Sweetheart, I promise I'll be home on time. I just got to do this show right quick with John. It's all going to be good. Hey, God damn it. What is going on, everybody, man?
Oh, goodness.
As you all know, man, I'm in town, man. Made it to the meet and greet and stuff like that and got to collaborate with everybody. There's our boy Mike, man. Yeah. So John got me before I had to take off, but I think he has other plans, man. I think he's trying to have me miss my flight so I can stay in the A, man. Much welcome, thing, man. But pretty soon I'll be heading back home, man. But I had to, catch up with these guys right quick and just give you guys a quick rundown of what we saw from Friday night's game and talk about the meet and greet that we just had last night, man. Wonderful outing with so many other content creators, man. It was a amazing environment, so chill. Thank you to everybody that popped in, and it was an honor and a pleasure just meeting everybody, man. So, John, man, floor is yours, brother.
Yeah,
bro, hold on for a minute, bro. This is already the best show we ever had. John and Berto in the same room, and he really do got a flight. Like, this is no joke. He really does have a flight to catch. So he came in like right before the flight to kick it with Out of Your Falcon Mind. And he's in the studio with John. This is already the best show we ever had.
This is crazy, man. Different environment, different settings, same vibe, same energy, man. So,
I love it.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely trying to miss that flight. Yeah. So yeah. So one more day, ain't gonna hurt anybody.
Man, all right,
Spirit's cheap as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, man.
Phone with the boss.
This you won't like me at all, man. But no, man, it's been like Berto said, man, great night last night with the people that came out, the content creators we got to meet. We met for the first time last night in person. Got some barbecue today over at the Nest here in Kennesaw. Still full from that.
Bro, man.
Dunkin' freaking Donuts is keeping us awake
now. Donuts.
The caffeine. Yeah, I knew he was going for the caffeine. Yeah,
of course. Man, but yeah. So before we get started, man, let's start off as we always do. We gotta kick in the intro, right?
Let's do it.
And welcome in to episode 120 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons fan cast. My name is John, your host, joined by my co-host, Mr. Mike Cottrell, and in studio today, in person, Mr. Alberto from 95 North, the Falcons Talk Show.
I'm here, man.
Man, how awesome has that been, man?
Oh, man, it's been unbelievable. I'll let the world know the wife is the one that made this all possible, man. She surprised me with this gift, man. Being here in town, man. She heard about the meet and greet. She was like, yeah, you're going. Boom. Got the tickets for me, made this whole thing happen. So I'm definitely grateful for it. And so to my wife, Ebony, if you're watching, I love you. I'll be home soon.
We love you as well. Thank you for doing that. It's amazing.
Shout out to Berto wife. Hey, that was the gift of all gifts. Shout out to Berto wife.
Yeah. One. I just want to add one thing. Yes, we have met. This is the first time. Shout out to my brother Smitty, man. I got to meet him for the first time. As everybody knows, me and Smitty, we collaborate. We rock, on Tuesday nights, post game and recaps and stuff like that. Also, I got to meet him for the first time, and it was an honor and a privilege. So, Smitty, if you're watching, man, my brother, salute, man. Glad to finally meet you, man. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all saw there's photos on Twitter of all the whole crew that was there. So we're going to end up doing this again for sure. We even talked about doing like for away games, doing like going to somewhere like a taco mat. It's got some TVs and outdoor space. We can just watch the game. So anybody wants to come by, just come watch the games with us. Have some beers, have fun, because it was awesome, man. It was great to meet everybody. And let's hop in the chat before we get going. And just so y'all know, we are going to keep the show a little bit shorter today because Berto actually does have to go get his ass on a flight back home.
Yeah.
So I don't want to keep him from getting home to his family. Man. So we'll talk about the game and whatever else comes up. But we'll be a little shorter than normal. Kiera, what's going on?
Yeah, what up?
Liam, good to see you from
the living
room, buddy. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Jace,
what up?
See you, brother. Ty, what's going on, man? Now, Padre was out with us last night, having a good
Padre was out hanging out.
Man,
What's good, dog?
Appreciate it, man.
Love, man. That was awesome. Seeing him, Brewski, Miss B was out.
Yeah.
3 Dirty was out.
3 Dirty was out.
Who am I missing, man?
Yep. God, who else was there? I think One Love was there.
Yeah.
Jeremiah was there. It was a couple other people. There were so many people that were there, man.
It's gonna be when I put this on audio, people are gonna be listening like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who is this? Why is Berto on this show already? What's going on, MW, man? Good to see you, brother.
Man. MW, what up?
Absolutely, man.
Berto got his Dunkin' Donut fix. John too.
Shoot, man, this is my Glock 9 right here, bro. I keep that with me, man.
It doesn't matter if it's. I mean, I'll take Starbucks, Dunkin'. It don't matter, man. Whatever. It's caffeine. I'll take it.
John, that's it. I miss posting on Twitter. They got my account again, but at least it's only.
But what are you doing on there?
Somebody must be trolling me. But what did you say? So you can say on our channel what you put. So tweet what you put. Man, I want to know what got you banned. I'm excited.
Oh my God, Chase! Yeah, you got to make it, brother.
Miss B was there last night. Shout out Miss B for popping in.
That's right.
Miss B was there. What up, Miss B?
Yeah,
that's right, man. What's going on, Chris?
Chris, what up?
3
Dirty was there, my man.
Man, he drove down. If I'm not mistaken, he drove down from Carolina.
That's dope.
Awesome.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Thank you for coming, dog.
Ty says Canadians and Dempsey has to get to playing down. Yeah, man. I think Dempsey's gonna be here in December anyway for his son's football tournament. So yeah, if you can make it, man, come on down, man. It'd be great. All right. So let's just go ahead and pop. Now you were at the game.
I was.
Berto was at the game.
Yeah.
On Friday night. So Mike, what'd you think, buddy? First drive, starters. What'd you think?
I'm gonna tell you, I was, me, I was thinking Super Bowl undefeated. I was right. But one thing I did take note that I didn't hear no one else say, except for one other person, was like, I wasn't impressed with the ball placement from Desmond Ridder. Like, I feel like he got it there, he got it in the vicinity, but it was always one of those, like, it was never just he can catch it and keep running. So I felt like he needed to improve on those. But just to see, like I said, it was like, oh man, that was good to see. Because it was like, what you gonna do? Pick your poison. It was good to see.
Yeah.
Berto?
Yeah, I think you nailed it right there with that. Pick your poison. You definitely saw what this offense can be. I mean, the most impressive thing was being this Desmond Ridder's first start in preseason. Man, we were penalized on early, but brother, we almost a 90-yard. We first of all, we kept the ball for most of the first quarter, and we were literally going to go on a 90-yard drive for a touchdown if it wasn't for that, PI that we hadn't had call on our behalf. But it looked good. Fluidity was there. We got a preview of what's to come with Bijan Robinson, and it's special, folks. Man, this kid, patient runner, nimble feet, fast. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and I see why the Atlanta Falcons made him the 8th overall pick in this year's draft. He's going to add a dynamic and an element to this offense to complement Kyle Pitts and Tyler Algier and the guys on the outside with Drake London and Matt Collins, which another guy, Matt Collins, my goodness, man, good as advertised, maybe even better as advertised, big, strong, physical receiver, catches the ball so well with his hands. And by looking at him, the yards after the catch is going to be a big thing with him because he's not going to be an easy person to tackle, folks. This guy, man, he's going to be a problem on that perimeter, man. So I'm loving it, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this first team. Mike, to what you said, I definitely agree. Those throws have to be a little bit more in place. But I think those are just mechanical issues that they'll, iron out before the season starts. And, as consummate as a pro as Desmond Ridder has been, I'm sure that he's going to take that criticism and just go to work. And that's just what he's known for since he's been here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, everything you guys said, man, and the behind the pass or the behind the back, Jesus Christ, See, this is what happens if I have fucking barbecue. Apparently, my mind goes to mush and I can't speak.
That slow you up. Yeah.
We posted a picture, man. That was a lot of good food.
My wife is over here trying to tease me, sending me Sunday dinner from the house. I'm like, come on. I mean, like, come on. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, the pass behind Pitts and then the one to Bijan. I mean, we were talking, I think, last night with some people at the creative thing. I think, that's something that they'll work out too, just timing wise. I mean, like Dez, Dez has had that connection with them during training camp, and it's different when you're in a game setting. Now you're seeing their game speed. So like now Kyle and Bijan both are insane athletes. So yeah, you're going to learn. Okay, I got to throw that ball way out in front of him because he's going to be able to get out there and get it.
Yeah,
So I think that's stuff that can easily be cleaned up. But man, he was in command. He was confident. He didn't look the moment wasn't too big for him. Made a hell of a back shoulder to Derek on the sideline. Good crosser across the middle to or slant, whatever it was, to Mac. I think it was Hodge when he got hurt.
That ball was on a dime, man.
Yeah,
so accurate with it.
And when the play that he ran that we got called back for holding, if he'd have kept his head up, you got Bijan in the back standing by himself.
Yeah.
And he had, I think maybe London was open as well. So just a little bit, again, even if he had, we would have been called back for holding. So it didn't really matter. But overall, man.
But I'm going to tell you what really stood out for me that whole game is all three of our quarterbacks played excellent. I thought Taylor, came in, and then the third string, bro, that was clutch.
Yeah.
Man, he came in and was clutch. So I thought it was encouraging to see all three of them ball out like that.
Yeah, and to see Bergeron just like,
man,
get in there on his first play and start throwing people around.
Let me say this about Bergeron, man. Bergeron was going to go up against a very good defensive tackle in B.J. Hill. B.J. Hill is a force to be reckoned with.
DJ Reader a few times.
And DJ Reader, man, those guys didn't stand a chance, man.
Yeah.
It was Stonewall, man. This boy has some strong ass hands. It was dead to rights once he got a hold of you, man. So yeah, man. I mean, I was one to say maybe we should just be lenient on how we use Bergeron, because I don't want this organization to make the same mistake they did with Jalen Mayfield. And I will beat that,
right?
Like a dead horse, man. The Jalen Mayfield situation really, scares a lot of folks. He transitioned from tackle to guard, much like what Bergeron is doing now, tackle to guard. I know Bergeron's a better player, but again, you just have to learn from certain mistakes. But he's showing us right now, man, that he can handle it, man. He can definitely handle the load. And hey, man, that's good for us. It's going to make our offensive line a whole lot better, man.
Yeah, I mean, just you could just tell from the like the athleticism. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like the smarts, just everything. Just he seemed like he knew where he needed to be, even on, on a lot of different plays. And then when Mayfield came in, man, it was for what we said in week one, where he looked like he'd progressed some. He was still kind of shaky on the pass protection. Man, like that Friday night was not a good showing for him. It was not. So I don't know. I kept saying I don't know how he gets cut because just the depth alone.
Yeah.
But now I don't know. I don't know, man.
Just put pressure on somebody else to step in. Kyle Hinton has looked good. Ellis has looked good. Is it Ellis?
The kid we just signed, Trevor Reed.
Yes, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Reed. Ellis is the one that got the sack for the defense. The only sack that we have, which probably we'll touch on defense soon. But you got to. I mean, this guy goes from a pretty decent game with Miami to like this shit show. It's like, all right, man, where is your medium? Where's your happy medium? Because you're not really showing the Falcons what sort of player you're going to be. Consistency is not part of your game, so we know that. But where you're going to land as far as the kind of competent play that you can be for our squad to warrant a spot on it. If he's not showing anything, gotta cut him. Got him.
Yeah. I agree. I think Berto just said it best. Consistency is not a part of your game. For that reason alone, you got to go. I don't know what I'm getting per game, dog. You be all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, exactly right. Y'all said it perfectly. And I mean, other than that, I had no issue. I mean, there was somebody on our timeline criticizing Smith's play calling. I'm like, dude, it's preseason, brother. You're not going to see him do anything out this world in preseason, man. He's going to be vanilla as hell. There's no reason for him to even give away anything at all of what might be happening during the regular season.
I think they're just working on things that let's see if this works in an actual game.
Yeah.
Those are just garbage calls or things of that nature.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's definitely not going to show the full arsenal, man.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. Let's hop back right to the chat real fast. Ty said, honestly, I don't know what I said to get suspended. I think it's just the soft Panther fans don't like my comments about their team, but I could be
That's
wrong.
hilarious. Well, you keep doing it, Ty. Just reword it.
Ski, what's up, man?
Ski, what up, dog? Ski got to join.
Man. Yeah, Ski about to get some sleep. He over in Germany.
Oh, he's going to sleep. That's right.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, you're right, Kiki. Yep.
Ooh, facts.
Yeah.
Matt
Collins, yeah.
Man, crazy.
Padre said, bro, Tyler Jill is massive. Still haven't gotten over him and Grady basically being the same size. Yeah, yep.
So just imagine Grady late in the fourth quarter coming out your defense, smacking you in the face.
Yeah.
What a great problem to have.
Man. Ty Sage, I remember when I said last show, Bijan's first carry off tackle right, 75 yards to the house. Dude, you were so
Hey, he really did say that.
He really did say that. And I was, dude, if he'd have housed it, y'all had to kick me off Twitter, man. I was about to go on there and just start lighting some folks up. I had so much shit to say.
Is that the play where he went off tackle, like in between? No, not off tackle. What play was it?
It was his first run.
It was his first run. Okay, because I think I'm what I'm trying to reference is another run that was by Godwin Iwebuike.
Yeah,
it was on the same thing. But this is what we can say, that Arthur Smith, his system or his scheme, it's running back friendly, man. Because if we would have saw the third stringer get a touchdown on a would be first stringer's play, that would have been amazing. Yeah. So for those that want to criticize him, I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit. Let's just give our boy some time, man. He's definitely going to carve up defenses this year, man. This offense is going to be a problem, man.
Yeah, to say the least, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Ty, I almost clicked the button to put you in timeout by mistake.
Wow, man.
I didn't know that even existed. I know there's a timeout on here. Did you know there's a timeout on here?
Hold on, John. What is the timeout?
Look, yeah, there is. There's a put user in timeout. Shit. Holy shit. I had no idea. Timeout put you in timeout though, buddy.
Oh, man.
Like, what does the timeout do?
I guess it just makes them where they can't comment for a bit, I guess.
Oh, I got you.
That's wild.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Kenny, what's happening, Kenny?
What's going on, Kenny? He said, what up, fellas?
Money Bag Mike, Big John, me, Hermano, Berto. You took a trip to the A. Yeah, you damn right he did. Man. Out of your Falcon mind. We got Berto in studio. He said, without me, huh? Hope you guys have fun. Glad to see all my guys together. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
And Chris said Matt Collins' block on the Bijan's first round was a thing of beauty. And that's
it was.
Man, that's what when I'm back and watched the game too, that's what stood out. One of the things that stood out is he's all about it, man. He's willing to get dirty and go out there and block. And it just looks more smooth as a wide receiver too. Like to be that big and have the quickness he has. He's
a very twitchy wide receiver. Yeah. He's physical, and that's what you need to be in this Arthur Smith offense, man. You need to be willing to block, and there's a lot of willing blockers, man, on the perimeters and on the inside, man. Wait until Jonnu Smith gets some blocking assignments. He's gonna take some people off their feet.
That's another big
man. Yeah,
for sure.
Man, I'll be honest, like I truly believe that no matter who he got, that was a requirement. Like, no matter who he got, he was like, if he can't block, I don't want to. So he made sure no matter what you did, you can block too. Okay. So, because
he doesn't want, he wants guys. Yeah, he wants guys that can literally do everything. I mean, like, that's, and that's, that goes back to that conversation we had weeks ago about the running back position. It's like, he's, and as long as he's here, he's going to have running backs that can block, catch, and run. And if you can't do all those things, you're not going to be any good to him, because that's just, he wants guys that are somewhat interchangeable, but yet different enough to where, you got Bijan obviously with a whole other skill set, but then you've got Tyler who can come and still catch the ball. So it's not like if he's in the game, you have to just, he's for sure running it, because that's not going to be the case.
Right.
But can also come in there and take people out. And we didn't even mention CP yet. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's another thing, man. Some of the catches that Bijan was making Friday night, man, one-handed catches. This is ridiculous, man. Yeah. Dude, I can literally fan out just talking about that one catch on the sideline, the one-handed catch, man. So it wouldn't surprise me if Arthur wanted to utilize that trait of Bijan first and then shock everybody with his running abilities afterwards. He could do a mixture in the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if the receiving portion of him is where Bijan does most of his damage to start off early and then kill him in the run game as the season progresses, man.
As they get tired. That would be genius.
Mm-hmm. And Ty said Hollins is going to surprise many. Lots of people don't think he's worthy of wide receiver too, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's relatively got the same stats as London halfway through the year.
Yeah,
could be, dude.
Very valid.
It's a tough one. We were just on the way home, like talking. Me and Berto and my wife were all talking about fantasy. Our fantasy league. It's like which one's gonna be the first one to jump and take Bijan, because that's the only guy on our offense you can almost say like, okay, he's going to get his numbers.
Oh yeah,
one way or the other. Everybody else, you don't really know. You think Drake. Yeah, you see the obvious connection that Dez has with Drake, but an Arthur Smith offense, he's just going to scheme whoever's open is going to get the ball. So it's not like it's going to be a particular these guys are going to get. So the numbers could be just all over the board with who's leading the team. Hell, John Smith could lead the team in touchdowns. We don't even know, man.
No idea, man. It's unpredictable, man.
Yeah. He said Woodside definitely has shown he's earned his.
Man, I'm telling you, he came in like a champ, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
That was preseason, but still high pressure.
And I think this is something that my boy Smitty has said all along too. I mean, you gotta expect Woodside to shine. He's been in that Arthur Smith offense for a while now, so he's gonna look better than a lot of the quarterbacks that we have now. So yeah, he might at times look better than what Ritter's doing, but that's no fault to Ritter because he's learning the offense. Woodside been in it already, but definitely he's not gonna take over. So he's going to be in his third string status for sure.
Because Taylor looked good, man. Taylor came in and, man, Taylor looked good. So he proved he could run it too. I think all three of them played well, man.
Taylor was lucky to survive a few of those that Mayfield let just.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
man, like he almost got him killed a few times. That's what Ty asked. Is Mayfield cut yet? Yeah, not that I've seen, buddy. I haven't been paying too much attention today, but not that I've seen. And Chris said Helms just cost the CB their job because this team's going to carry 5 safeties.
Bingo.
Dude, I don't know how you can't. Let's just go ahead and talk about the defense. Let's go ahead and get there because, I mean, the DeMarco, man, highest rated for anybody that cares about PFF. He was the highest rated guy on the team, period. But he was the highest rated defensive player. I think we read he had an 89.9 pass coverage grade. And that interception was like a receiver reaching back and grabbing that ball, dude. So. I mean, he's not going anywhere. I mean, if y'all watched our show, y'all seen me talk obviously in glowing terms about him because I'm an Alabama fan, and I saw him at what he could do at Bama. I have my reservations because of his pass coverage ability. I've seen him get cooked a lot over the years at Alabama by different receivers. I still have nightmares about Tennessee game last year and freaking Jalen Hyatt going to the house all the time. But with Jerry Gray and Steve Jackson there, if they can hone in those pass coverage skills, because he's always a hitter. We even talked about it today, man. Like you could roll out a 4 safety package, roll him down almost like the cloud. You're saying like cloud coverage, him as a third linebacker almost, and kind of disguise it, and you still have just, I mean, the possibilities, and you have somebody if that pans out, and to be a 7th round pick,
man.
I mean,
it's the scouting department doing their job, man. To get him in the 7th round, this guy's showing tendencies and qualities that could have made him an easy 2nd or 3rd round pick, man. And like John was saying, we were so used to seeing him, getting, burnt as you would say, in coverage. But with Steven Jackson and Jerry Gray here, you can already see that effect taking place on this secondary. This secondary plays more aggressive than years prior. And, of course, when you have better coaching, you have better, output from the players. So I'm excited for DeMarco Helms. Definitely making it very difficult to do anything with him. You can't cut him. You can't risk losing him. So now you're forced to kind of pivot on defense and say, how do we get him involved in the defense? Because he's showing early on that he deserves to be on this 53 man roster.
Yeah,
I mean, who impressed me too was Andre Smith Jr. Like I thought he balled out. I thought he was balling. Yeah.
Look how London did too.
Yeah, he did too.
Yep. He had a nice little day on the defensive line as well. Yeah, and I mean, Smith said about Helms after the game, he like, come on, he shows up.
He shows up, man.
And I mean, that's there's gamers like that. We've seen it. We've seen it in the past, man. So yeah, so Jay Black, that's what we're talking about, man. You can't cut him. You can't. There's no way. 2 interceptions and have the way he's been playing. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy to do that. Wallace, what's up, brother?
Hey, Wallace, what up, dog? Casey.
It's really liking this year's rookies. Terry had a great draft. Yeah, it's looking that way, dude. It's looking that way.
Real MVP.
Liam said, "Put me in the timeout corner, please." Let's see how it works. All right, dude. Let's see. I gotta put you. Let's see. Put user in timeout.
Let's see.
Man,
No,
and
I
try
don't.
to comment,
It just
Liam, like when he
no,
do it.
it
Still try
takes
to
away
say
all of his
something.
comments.
It
Takes away all of his comments.
Damn.
So
man.
I don't. I guess I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it says he was banned and their comments were removed. Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Yeah, I may
shit.
have banned you forever. I don't know. I'll have to fix that. But anyway, that's how it works. So
So if
That's
any
funny.
any Saints fans jump in the chat, we could just hit the timeout, John. You got it.
apparently,
That's
yeah,
it, man. That's the key to
that's
get
all
rid
we
of
got to
them.
do, man. False
False
start.
start.
What's
Oh,
up, brother?
stop. What up?
Hey Diaz, what's
Jay
going
Diaz,
on,
what's
man?
happening,
Hey,
bro?
what up, dog?
Well, so I don't think we're
Wallace.
going to carry 5
I don't-
safeties, and Helms would be one of the 4 safeties. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I
Yeah.
think Abernathy hadn't done enough, and you need to have your corners need to be more deep than
These
4
safeties.
safeties. Is
Yeah.
we're good. We're good. So which side is going to be out there? Yeah, looks like that way. Yeah, for sure,
100%.
man. What's going on, DSGB Hall? He said, I
happening, man?
know the offense is going to do what they do, but I'm ready for this defense to make a big jump. First team didn't come out with intensity I expected, but still expecting big things. And we did talk about that
A
too.
little bit, man.
Did talk about that too. They had a high bar to get to because the 2s and the 3s came out against Miami and was like fucking gangbusters. Like after the quarterback, disrupting the offensive line every play. So yeah, they had a pretty good standard to live up to. And yeah, it was a little I'm not worried. It didn't quite reach my hype level that I thought was like, man, these guys are gonna come in here and just run through these boys. That didn't happen. But you did see some good things. You saw Calais could have to almost have a sack.
Oh my god.
And then bust up the run play, being blocked by a dude, tackling I forgot what the running back was, tackled him with one arm, basically. So yeah, you saw some good things. So I'm not too worried about it. Plus that rotation is going to keep those guys. That's what I'm more excited about, really. It's just the depth that we have to keep rotating in or out. But defensive first line.
Yeah, man. I was thinking like this, man. The Falcons are cooking something good, but when you go to dip just to see the final product, it's missing one little thing, a little bit of a seasoning. And it could be like we was talking, maybe a premium edge rusher. We saw great things out of Arnold Ebiketie, but after that, okay, and like John was mentioning, the verdict on Zach Harrison is if he doesn't beat you with the power, the speed, or whatever the combination is, he's kind of dead to rights right now. But it's to be expected because he's refining his skills and learning more about the position. D'Angelo Malone needs to bulk up maybe a little bit more and just add more arsenal to his hand usage because he did get tossed around a lot. But overall, man, I think the defense did pretty good. We're getting a lot of pressure from the middle, and that's something that we're not accustomed to seeing as much in years prior. I mean, everything has always been on Grady. Grady now can kind of like relax a bit and, have a guy like Calais or Timmy Horn or Taquan Graham, come up the middle and just, wreck shit, man, for this defense. So, yeah, I think they did pretty good, but there is somewhat of a small element. I got to do a little bit more digging to see exactly what that may be because, it's missing something. But I like it. Overall, I like it.
It's Michael. 1 second, Mike. Then you can give me your spot too. But the one thing that was cool to see was I think it was maybe the first play. They tried to double Grady and they tried to double Onimata and it opened up a gap in the middle and Caden just shot that gap and got the ball carrier. So that's the stuff that's going to happen throughout the year because you're going to have to if you're going to double both. I mean, good luck. I mean, you're looking like you're the linebackers do their thing. But yeah, anyway, Mike, go ahead, buddy.
No, I was saying, I just think, I think they'll be fine because I think, kind of from what you just said, I think teams are still going to have to double certain players, and that'll give the other players an opportunity. And like I said, I still think that we got players that if they buy into the scheme, if they get educated on everything, if they learn what they're doing, if they can play without second guessing, if they can play fast, they have talent to really make sporadic plays. They may not be superstars, but they may be able to make like opportunist plays if you present them with it. So I really believe in the team. I really even believe in the backups, man. I'm ready to rock and roll, dog.
Well, I mean,
I'm ready to rock and roll.
I think you said a few shows ago, this is like the first season in a long time where they can all just do their own job and not to worry about anything else.
Yep.
Because it's been a while. I mean, and so, yeah, if you're looking at, and Chris has said, if the Falcons play as much as big nickel as I think they 5 safeties make sense. It would in that case. But then you look at how they're going to utilize Clark Phillips and D. Alford along with Jalen Hawkins. So like they have a lot of guys that could. And then Breon Borders has played pretty well.
Oh my God.
Natron Brooks has played well.
Brooks had a hell of a game.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, so they're going to have some tough damn decisions to make, man, when it comes down to this roster. There's no doubt about it. Ty said, question for all three of you. Who do you think will be a surprise cut? Someone we all thought was going to lock, but ends up not making the 53. For me, it's Scotty Miller, but I hope he stays, though.
Oh, man, that's a shocker, man. Wow, man. Damn, you got me, man. Scotty Miller. I thought that he was going to be one of the difference makers in that wide receiver room, just off of the experience playing with Tom Brady. You know, you learn so much from a guy like that. You know that you can only want that around, you know, your young wide receiver core, and he's young himself, but this is a guy that, you know, has won the big game, has been in big games, and he just knows what it takes to win, you know, and knows how to produce from that spot. Yeah, he doesn't have the gaudy numbers or, you know, all the sexy numbers as they might say, but it's just all the little things that he does, man. It's just, I feel like he can make the whole wide receiver room a whole lot better. So for you to say that, Ty, man, that's a surprise to me that you would say his name, man. If I can
hurt Berto deep. Man, it hurt, but it hurt.
No, and it's valid. Hey, if he's probably seeing something a little bit more different than I am, and that's cool. But you know, a surprise person that would get cut. That's a freaking good one right now because this team is so loaded, man. I'm not used to seeing the amount of depth that we have on this team that it's really challenging to think as far as who makes it and who doesn't, man.
I'll say one, and I don't think this is going to happen because I think this dude's pretty entrenched. But it was odd to see Parker Hesse with the 2s and 3s, and the tight end room is obviously deep.
Yeah,
Fitzpatrick's come along. Fitzpatrick's a big son bitch, and he's a big target.
He is.
So, and we have several guys who can play that kind of H-back position. So it would for sure surprise me, but I don't think it's out of the question. Him or Michael Pruitt, even though Pruitt was just signed. You know, like he started. I think he started with the ones. So I mean, one of those guys. It seems like you know, I don't know how both of them would make it. It seems like, you know what I mean? Because Mike Cole started last year with us, but then he didn't make the 53. Then he ended up coming back.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's a tough one though. Defensively, if Mike Hughes wasn't hurt, I would, because he wasn't having a great camp, but then he got hurt. He would have been he'd been on the border for me. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Mike, you got anybody?
I was gonna say I think people think he gonna stay on the team, but I really think Jalen Mayfield is out of there. I really think he's getting cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a feeling. I think that he'll be gone.
Wallace is not lying. He said, "I've been talking about Hollins when he was first picked. He was as good as people see him. He has been the entire time. Absolutely. So you called that one, man. Ty said, I'm very intrigued to see who we pick up everyone else's cuts on cut day. Yeah, I mean, I would suspect an offensive lineman like Berto's done a few. He had a good video on Andrew Norwell, and there'll be some other guys. Dr. John just said, bring back Dark.
No, that's what I was just thinking. Like, I'm sitting here. That's what my first thought was. That's hilarious.
This is funny.
Wait, are you guys sitting next to each other?
Yeah. Berto in studio,
man.
Without your Falcon mind.
Out of your Falcon mind studio for sure, man.
Yeah, no.
Right before it's playing. That's how you know we love the boy, man. He love us. We love it.
Yeah. Berto's down for another, I don't know, couple hours.
That's just a couple hours.
Yeah, we got to get him back to the airport pretty soon. He said Felipe come back to tight end coach.
Oh,
man.
God. Oh my God.
Carrie.
What's happening, Carrie?
Carrie said, what up, John, Mike, and Berto? Just hopping on. Didn't know about this surprise show. Love it. Berto and John are together. Yeah. Berto in the A.
Right.
I'm in the A, man.
Yeah, Dr. Ganja said Malone was underwhelming, didn't hold the edge, and got pushed. That's the whole thing. We were just talking about it at lunch, man. If he can put on some weight, now his speed is that's his thing. But he's just not heavy enough to he gets thrown around by some of these bigger tackles. So I mean, it's going to be Ty said PFF didn't even have our D in the top 5 so far. Packers were number 1, yet Falcons have given up the least points, had the more sacks, more picks, forced 0 4th on 4th down, and Green Bay's given up 40 already.
Hey, shit, man.
Dude, Ty, need you on the show, brother. Need you on the show.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
Let's see. And Jay said, just need the guys to make plays. Yeah, for sure, man. He said that. Ganja said the edge guys are going to eat. Otherwise, Onyemata and Grady will get doubled regularly. That's the case,
we need somebody to step up.
That is the case,
That's the missing ingredient. Like, who else is going to step up from this group, man?
Hey, he's back. So timeout only lasts for a few minutes.
So it's only. I got you. Hey, that's hilarious.
Oh goodness. Dr. Ganja said that I have to say has to be somebody from the tight end or CB room, probably for yeah. And he said Mike Hughes too. Yeah, and for what you're paying Mike Hughes, like you're expecting, a decent amount from him. So like, that'd be the only thing, man.
So for the upside, then if that's the case, then I think Borders makes it and Hall's out.
What can now since Borders starts the season on suspended, right? He's Borders. He's suspended the first 2 games. Right. But what does that do to the roster?
I think you get an exemption, so you're allowed to carry, I think, an extra player.
So if that's the case, then
until he meets his suspension requirement, and then you have to make the roster decision. Then
I wouldn't be shocked if Darren Hall. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and I don't think he's shown anything desirable to want to keep him around.
Now the thing is, on defense, Nielsen is looking at you from. It doesn't matter what you did in DMP scheme.
Yeah, no, that's
it's gone now. Your work ethic is one thing, but like how fast you pick up this scheme,
the amount of stunts that we've seen so far, you can already tell this is such a different defense, man.
It literally, and Chris told us this. Our buddy from New Orleans, our Saints buddy, he was like, man, he's like Nielsen dials up pressure from all over the place.
Sure but that's what we need. Where it's unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly. He said y'all need to give up that 23. Yeah, for Hall. Exactly. What's up, VS?
VSN.
It's just a little surprise show, man. We're getting this one in. So
we got Berto in the studio.
That's right. That's right. Damn it.
Come on, man.
So yeah, Mike. One more thing, and we'll get out of here. So Berto can get out of here. So after that game, what do you expect going into Pittsburgh, man? You expect to see the starters at all? You think they're just going to be chilling and get ready for week 1?
Now I would hope to see the starters for at least 2, 3 series, but you never know, man. I thought they would play more than they played last game. So now I'm saying at least 2 to 3 series. Let's see what they can do. I think we all want to see them leave on a good note. Score a touchdown. Like go in and look down. If they'd have gone down like they did and scored and then got off, we would all be like, oh man. So I'm saying I want them to do that again and then leave off. And on defense too, I want you to make a real defensive play, like stamp it and then go off like that. Like so 2 or 3 series. But I expect us to win. I just want to, I think we should keep winning because it feels great.
Yeah, I wanted to see him more than one drive. I thought the drive was good, but I really wanted to see him come out and kind of just build off that, and do another one. And that's, the thing is, man, if that's anything, like I said, the play calling, I'm not even worried about. But if we can move the ball, and I don't care how we move it, if it's through, like everybody's made a big deal of the deep shots. We talked about on the last show, somebody brought it up. I don't remember who it was, but that's something that'll naturally come about because of how we naturally play offense. With as much running and play action as we do, that's going to open up shots down the field.
Sure.
You'll have to hit those shots, but that's how that normally happens. So, I'm not too worried about that overall. It's just if we control the ball like that, we're not going to give teams hardly any, like they're going to have to capitalize on almost damn near every one of their possessions to score against us, because we've allowed 3 points in 2 games with our 2s and 3s. I know it's their 2s and 3s too. I understand. It's not like I think we're going against top-notch offenses, but just the overall scheme, and the fact that that's a recipe for success. If you're controlling the clock and scoring touchdowns, and then you're allowing your defense time to rest, and then they get on, they're fresh, and then get their asses after the offense and get them off the field to give our offense another chance to wear the other defense down. And you can see how this Arthur Smith offense is set up. If you're up in the 3rd or 4th, it's going to be a hard time for those defenses to control these guys in the backfield. So that's what's good.
That's awesome, man.
But anyway, Liam wanted you to talk about the fancy names he came up with.
Oh my God, this young man. What is it? To infinity and beyond. This kid is.
Oh, that is dope. Liam, I love you, buddy. That is
all
dope.
These names, I'm like, man, that sounds good. Man, that's gonna stick. So pits and giggles. Come on, man. The young man's elite. He knows what he's talking about, man. I love it, man.
To infinity,
Liam, I think he's already. Yeah, Liam's already changed that. He's gonna that's to infinity and beyond is gonna be his.
That's dope.
Best fantasy name I've heard, man.
Yep. Brandon said, excited to see what the Falcons are going to do this year. Lots of excitement on the team. Hell yeah, dude. Yep. And shout out to Brandon because they're one of the few networks that are giving us respect. I think they had us at 12-5, I think, or something like that. So it was nice to see. Nice to see. Cool. And Dr. Ganja said, I trust Scotty more than Ty. Xavier's nice, but those drops, the
Yeah,
drops
he
do
does
hurt,
drop.
Ali.
They do
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah, they do
That's
hurt.
true.
All right, let's figure out a few more things, man. And Watson, we're not going to see no starters play against the Steelers.
That was
It sucks.
man.
I don't. It sucks, man. I hope we do. It's just like this 3 games is different than 4 games. Yeah, you can't even predict it, man. I don't even know.
You got to condense so much of what you want to do. It just makes you feel like you unravel a little bit more as the season goes on. And sometimes some teams are not equipped to do that. They need the success to be immediate and now. So the 4 versus the 3, man. Nah, man. It's definitely a total change, man. Has to be, yeah.
Dr. Ganja had a good point. Linebackers and coverage is my biggest question I have about the defense.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that's where that possible role for Helms comes in because
potentially,
man. Is he on the Steelers this year?
I think so. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Hey, Deion Jones was with the Cowboys, wasn't he?
No, he's on the Panthers now.
Oh, the Panthers. That's what it was. I said, dog, we should break your legs. How dare you go over there? How dare you? And we love you, but come on, dog. You're going to go to the Panthers. But I was happy he was in the league. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I haven't even heard. Is he going to make the squad?
I don't know. I mean, me and Smitty were talking about it. I was like, man, it's not.
I'm happy he got the shot, but damn, with the Panthers,
he's just the name right now. He's no, he's not the Deion of old. with the Falcons that would have, made a surprise cut or something like that. Oh my God, it's Deion Jones getting cut. Now it's just, Deion Jones is getting cut. He's lost, a few steps, and if he gets cut from the Panthers, hey man, best of luck to you, man. That's it. That's all I can say about that, man.
Exactly. Yep. All right, so we're going to close it down and get out of here, like I said, because Berto's got to get to the airport to catch a flight. Man. But we just wanted to do a quick recap. Like I said, if anybody's new to the channel, man, we appreciate y'all for coming by. Gotcha. And during the season, when we have these recap shows, they're going to be a lot more, just like I said about our previous shows. We're going to be a lot more in detail, a lot more just specifics and stuff like that. Right now, the preseason, we're going to hit the main topics. We're not going to. There's nothing to do to go out there and to really break down play calling in the preseason. Doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. So we will be doing that stuff during the regular season. Dr. Ganja, just subscribe. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
So we're trying to hit up to 1,000. I think we're close to 800. So obviously the goal is 1,000 this season. So I know we're going to get there, man. It's a ton of excitement around the team this year.
A lot.
Last night, man, was just I think it just showed it, man. Everybody's just talking. Everybody's so excited. The positivity, the energy's there. Just like we were at camp, the energy's there. It's just totally different than it was last year or any previous years in general. But yeah, man, it's been fun, man. So like I said, drop a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button for us. Drop a like on the video so we can get more Falcons fans' eyes on the channel so we can keep growing. If you're listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, drop us a 5-star review so we can keep growing on those platforms. Mike, anything you got to say about the creator content meetup or creator content?
Yeah, man.
What am I saying? The creator content meetup.
I did. I wanted to shout out everybody for always, every time we've training camp or the meetup, everybody has always been respectful and always real nice to us. It's just a dope feeling. So I appreciate everybody that appreciate us. And everybody that's kind to us online and in person, that was dope. But just shout out to Berto, man, and his wife, because that was bigger than everything. To have Berto come, because he support us like nobody's business, and Berto do his thing individually. So we didn't even know Berto was coming. So the last minute, Berto got on that plane and came out. And that was just dope to have him physically in the space. And now physically in the Falcon studio right before he got to get on a plane. The fucking dopest weekend ever, man. So I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. I just like to say something real quick, Mike, man. Fucking honor meeting you, man. You know how I feel about you, bro. You know how that is, bro. Definitely, man. Gotta do this again sometime soon. Ms. B, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I did appreciate meeting you as well. It was great to see you and meet you. But yeah, man, definitely, Mike. We got to do this again. John, we got to do this again. Oh, yeah. And yeah, it goes without saying that A has been lovely, as it always is. I enjoyed my stay. I enjoyed everything, man. So yeah, appreciate y'all, man. So till the next time, everybody.
That's right, man. So we will be back. We will be back on Thursday to preview. No, the game's on Thursday.
Yeah.
So damn, we got to change that up. So You know what? Stay tuned to the channel. We'll figure that out. It'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe we might even do Tuesday this week.
Yeah.
But we have to do it before or after JR and Pound for Pound.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. Well, we'll figure it out. But yeah. So anyway, you guys. Miss Pam, what's going on?
Miss Pam. What's going on?
Love it. Miss Pam was amazing, man. That's awesome. But anyway, so yeah, just keep your eyes on the channel. We'll do it either Tuesday or Wednesday, the preview show for the Steelers. We'll recap it probably this weekend at some point, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, somewhere around there. And then just to go ahead and let y'all know, on August 31st, we're going to have Dave from the Falcoholic and Will McFadden on the show. Also from Believe Falcons podcast. Also used to work for the Falcons. And he contributes. I still think he contributes to Falcoholic, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so we'll have both those guys on the 31st just to kind of talk about everything as far as the Falcons goes, leading into the season, there, what they like, what they don't like, all that good stuff. So looking forward to that with them. So yeah, thank you guys for popping in on a random time on a Sunday to talk some Falcons Bengals with us. Berto, brother.
My man, appreciate it so much. Hospitality 100% here to everybody, man. We love y'all, man. Peace.
Mike, take us out, brother.
Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.